Good morning, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your day and are getting excited for the holidays around the corner. Today, I am talking to you about how to make stuffed French toast roll-ups. I thought this would be a good topic because this is one of my favorite breakfast items to eat and make. First thing you want to do is to gather all of your ingredients and make sure you have everything that you will need. This includes, but is not limited to, vanilla, cinnamon, eggs, butter, milk, bread, and either cinnamon sugar or powdered sugar to garnish the bread. Don't forget to grab whatever you want to stuff your French toast with. My favorite is strawberries and cream cheese. If this is your first time making stuffed French toast roll-ups, I recommend finding a recipe online so you know the correct amount of ingredients. You will also need a cooking pan, mixing bowls, a whisk or a mixing spoon, and measuring cups. All of your ingredients together and material set aside, set the stove to medium to high heat. Then, place the pan over the burner. Add either a non-stick spray, olive oil, or butter so that the bread will not stick to the pan. Spread the oil or butter across the pan, making sure not to make a mess. But it's okay if you do, just go ahead and clean that up later. After you have buttered or oiled your cooking pan, it is time to start making the batter. You begin with cracking the eggs into the mixing bowl you grabbed. Once you've put your eggs in a bowl, make sure there are no shells. Then start whisking or stirring the eggs together. After you've completed that step, measure out the milk and vanilla extract. Add them to the same bowl with the eggs, then stir them together with a spoon or your whisk until they look like they're mixed together well. Also at this time, grab a small plate or bowl and create your mixture for the outside of the roll-ups. I like to use cinnamon sugar, but you may use powdered sugar as well. Before you start actually making the French toast, turn down the heat of the stove to medium-low once the pan is heated sufficiently. Next, you have to prepare your bread. Take your pieces of plain white bread that you will be using and cut the crust off. Cutting the crust off makes it easier for the rolls to stay together when you start to cook them. After you cut off the crust, use a rolling pin or your hand and flatten them out. Having them flat makes it much easier to put the stuffing in there and roll them up. It's going to save you a little bit of stress and time on the back end. Then, take your filling that you've picked and put it on the inside of the bread towards the end of the piece. Make sure that you're keeping it tucked in tight into the small defined area. This makes it easier to roll and easier for the roll to stay together once you start cooking it and place it in the pan. After the bread is stuffed with your favorite filling, go ahead and roll those babies on up. Once you have all of your desired bread pieces stuffed and rolled, go ahead and start dipping each piece into the mixture you made earlier of the eggs, vanilla, and milk, and place them into the skillet. After they're placed in the skillet, you want to go ahead and turn them every so often to make sure all sides are equally cooked. Once they're brown evenly on all of the sides, they're done cooking. Take them off the skillet and set them aside to cool until you dip them into your sugar mixture. Once they're cool enough for you to touch, you can take each piece and roll them into some cinnamon sugar or whatever garnish you would like. Make sure each side is covered enough. You don't want to have any side feeling left out. At this point, they are no longer to be looked at. They are ready to be in your belly. This is a picture of the final project. In this example, they use strawberry and cream cheese and Nutella stuffing. Lastly, go grab some maple syrup and dip them in and enjoy your creation. Thank you for everyone for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the discussion post or to send me an email. Thanks, have a great day, and happy holidays.